Okay, this video is for Christopher with Grizzly. I'm performing the steps that you requested that I do, so we're going to do W, X, and Y. I did notice that not only does a lead screw spin, but in all three of the feed screw spins as well, which I think is correct. Because it would have to be because it's on the gear. It's still on a gear inside the apron. But let me still show you. So, right now I have it on neutral. And I'll show you. I'll put it in neutral right now. And you can see what I do is I put my finger in here. I know you said to put the chuck in, but I think that the goal is to be able to spin this so that way I can get it in gear, spin the spindle. So I'm just showing you that I can spin that to get it in gear without putting the chuck on, because I haven't cleaned up the chuck yet and got the Cosmoline off. So for W, you can hear the positive click when it's an X. As I spin this spindle, you hear the positive click as it's in W. I cannot go any more over it. Even though I'm spinning the spindle forward and backwards, it is as far over as possible. It is not going anywhere else. And that's me spinning the spindle both ways, 360. It's not going over anymore. So in W, I'll put it in low 115. There we go. And I will start this. And as you see, both are spinning. And that's in W. And then I will engage the feed screw, or I'm sorry, the half nuts, we'll say. And you see it binds up, so see it stopped there as well. Now even though the feed screw is spinning, I don't know, I don't think that's the issue, because you can see how it binds up. So yep, and it just came to a complete stop, and that's in W. And then I'll disengage the half nut, and then you'll see that even though they continue to spin it, I'm gonna rotate. Now I will go to X. Alright, so once again I'll put it in neutral. You heard that positive click, so that's in W. Now it's in neutral, or I'm sorry, now it's in X. I'll slide this back over into low. And now you see only the feed screw is spinning, or only the feed rod is spinning, not the lead screw, which is what it's supposed to be, because then when I go to feed it, it's feeding. And it looks like it's feeding at a fairly consistent rate. I don't notice any surges or any binding up like I do when it comes to the feed screw. Okay. Okay. Once again, we'll do Y now. Now I know you were saying you didn't feel like Y was all the way over, but it's as far over as I can go. So I'm gonna put this in neutral. I have this spinning in all directions. The spindle spinning in all directions. And I will positive click. That's as far over as it goes. I don't want to sit here and try and break this knob, but it's not going any farther over. And that's a positive click. Alright, so now I will power it on. Nope. Apologize, I left it in neutral. I gotta put it in low. There we go. Alright. So once again, with it as far over as possible, both are spinning, and then I will engage it again. I'll engage the half nuts. Let's see here, and now. So now you see it just locked up. Now it's moving, but it wasn't moving. And with all that being said, the gears are still all moving. I don't hear any gears grinding. I don't hear anything inside the gearbox. See, it's just stopped. And the neither one of them are spinning now. So it looks like it does disengage. There we go. So it does disengage the feed rod, because otherwise the feed rod would be taking over. It's all being led by the lead screw. So even though the feed screw is spinning, I don't think there's any power to it when it's in the thread ends whiskey or Yankee. So there you go. So we're starting to see it's still binding up. All right.